Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. That was a fun intro. Anywho, I have a cap here and there's no glue on the other end, which can only mean one thing. Yes, I forgot to put the cap on. Thank goodness there's only a little bit of this glue left, but it is now completely dried out, and I need a glue stick. So let me see. Sorry, I'm right here. Golly. Talk about being prepared. Okay. It's not like I lack glue sticks, for crying out loud. Okay. So I hope y'all had a great weekend. I'm gonna sit here and yammer with you guys while I work on some of my pages that I need to catch up on. Yeah. Okay, so this weekend we had, of course, the royal wedding, which I didn't watch very much of it. It's really not my thing. But, you know, it's an event in history, so why not stick it in the book? Yeah, I watched whatever was on when I got up on Saturday morning, so anyway, yeah. But I figured I had this little magazine clipping that I had seen in, well, obviously in a magazine. So I figured, what the hey, let's just put it in. Like I said, I'm really not too interested in it, but again, it's, just a part of history, so I'll stick it in here. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I think I already said that, but yeah, this weekend we did go down to the Keys, and we all went down, believe it or not. Yeah, the Gems, my daughter's boyfriend came down on Saturday and spent the rest of the weekend down there, and so yeah. So, I mean, it had been quite a while since all four of us, and then of course 5 of us, had been down there all at the same time. So that was fun. It was nice to have everybody together and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, we had a nice weekend together. Excuse me, there's Fred. And let's see what else. Yeah, the kids wanted to do something with their phones down there, and my husband had to be there. They were doing an upgrade or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we did that on Friday. Didn't really run any errands. And then on Saturday, I got up. I watched a little bit of the wedding, whatever was on at the time. And then we did a little bit of boat hunting. So yeah, my husband is really missing his boat, as are we, but, yeah. So we went looking at boats. My daughter's boyfriend is actually a boat mechanic, so he is always willing to help my husband out, and go and look at boats with him and stuff like that, because he knows about motors and all that kind of stuff. So that's nice of him to offer to do that. So we did that, and then we had, a nice lunch out while we were out. My husband wasn't feeling all that great, but, I mean, really, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't just let life stop you, is what I'm saying. And he usually doesn't. Although this morning I got yet another sad love note. Let me put my cap on so my glue doesn't dry out. Yeah, I got another sad love note. My husband is just not feeling well at all. So, yeah, it's been terrible. So, if this video cuts off because in the middle, in like mid-sentence, it's because my husband's calling me to tell me that I need to meet him at the emergency room. Right now, he's at work, but yeah. Anyway, won't go into all those details, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he doesn't have to go to the ER. Anyway. So this is a business card of the place that we went and ate at. And so I love putting these types of pieces of ephemera in my book. And here's a little tip. I'm sure I've given it to you before. If you don't want to cover anything up with, where'd that go? With decorative washi tape, then what happened here? Okay. Then you just put a piece of Scotch tape over it, okay? And then there you have it. So, love this place to eat. They have the best key lime. It's a sauce that they make out of key lime. And it's, so like the dish is key lime chicken or key lime fish or even key lime alligator. And it's the best key lime anything, down in the Keys from what I've experienced. So yeah, I love that. So then, well, back to this little tip. Yeah, so if you don't want to cover this stuff up, see, if I was to put this piece of decorative, I hope I'm in frame, this piece of, decorative washi tape on here, see, I would cover up part of the card itself. So I just put a piece of clear tape over the top of that, and then on the inside is where I put the little piece of decorative tape, these little blue anchors, which are cute little nautical theme because we were down in the Keys. And then on the back, I just wrote best key lime fish, chicken, or alligator anywhere. And yes, in case you're wondering, we do eat alligator here. And, excuse me, there's Fred again. And it is extremely yummy. So yeah, I guess most people would say it tastes like chicken. So yeah. Anywho, and just a little tidbit of, information in case you're wondering about the alligator, okay? Alligators are not endangered. They are not protected that I know of. Don't quote me on that, but obviously, I mean, like if we eat it and it is sold in restaurants, as a meal, I'm fairly certain they can't be endangered or in danger or anything like that. However, the crocodile, which is, you either have an alligator or a crocodile. They resemble one another. They're both reptiles, but I really should have researched this. Anyway, alligators are found in fresh water and usually, don't quote me on any of this. I'm just talking out of my rump right now. Anyhow, alligators are usually found in fresh water, okay? And crocodiles are found in salt water. You are not allowed to eat crocodile because they are endangered. They are protected. In fact, we actually have a crocodile that swims in our canal down south. We have seen him with our very own eyes. And so that's always exciting. We haven't seen him while we've actually been swimming in the canal. Yes, which we do. We have on occasion, we have been swimming in our canal. And so anyhow, that's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. Alligator, freshwater; crocodile, saltwater. Alligator, you can eat, and it is very tasty. Crocodile, I don't know, because they're protected. So, even out where my husband works, they actually have a conservation program for crocodiles where he works. And so, that's really cool. Anywho, all right, so this is Saturday, and of course, Sunday is blank because I have not done it today, and I am behind as usual. So here is this for Friday. Right now, I'm just kind of going through my book and gluing things down, kind of prepping the pages, so to speak. So I have all my notes in my phone, and I'll go back in. This I'll probably put in as a tip-in, just to note that my kids upgraded their phones. And on the back, I'll probably glue on some kind of, note paper or something so that I can write about it on the back, put this in as a tip in, and then decide whatever else I want to put on the page. This day, let me think what we did on Thursday. Oh, I went to Michael's. So let's talk about that, right? Yeah. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. So here's my other page, Wednesday. And this is, I was cleaning and then my husband had a doctor's appointment. I don't know. I probably have told you. I don't know. He had an appointment. Excuse me. Here's Fred again. Excuse me. He had an appointment last week with a neuropsychologist, and he had to get a psych evaluation because he is supposed to be going in to get some kind of trial implant treatment done in his spine to relieve the constant pain in his abdomen. Okay, so I put this seriously here because the neuropsychologist asked my husband, of course, about his history and all this kind of stuff. And he had to go in for a psych evaluation. It's part of the protocol before anybody gets this type of procedure done, whatever the procedure is that he's having done. It's like they insert some kind of wire into his spine, and it has an implant along with it. Yeah, anyway, it's for his pain. So it's a prerequisite. Like, it's just, common protocol. They have to have a psych evaluation beforehand. So anyhow, my husband went in for that, and the psychologist was asking him questions about his medical history and what's been going on and how long it's been going on and all this kind of stuff. And so the doctor said, has anybody ever told you or asked you about getting your gallbladder taken out? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hello. We've been dealing with this stuff with my husband for like 5 years. That is a question that has come up multiple times over the last 4 to 5 years. Should my husband have his gallbladder removed, right? So he's in this psych eval, and the neuropsychologist asks him that very question. Gee, you ever thought about getting your gallbladder out? That was my response when my husband told me. Okay, yeah. The reason my husband hasn't gotten his gallbladder out is because all of the tests that he has done over the last 4 or 5 years, they have never shown like gallstones or I guess inflammation of his gallbladder or anything like that. So the doctors have, said, even though he has like every single symptom of gallbladder disease or, whatever, yeah, they're none of your tests have shown gallstones, or they haven't shown this or haven't shown that. And so we don't want to just do, willy-nilly surgery, which I totally get. I do. And I certainly don't want my big handsome going in there under the knife if he doesn't absolutely need to. But you can have gallbladder issues without having gallstones. So, yeah, it was interesting to me that out of all of the doctors that he has seen and there have been many, let me tell you, that this one neuropsychologist pops up with the question, gee, have you ever had your gallbladder out? Oh my gosh. Okay, on to bigger and better things. So, here's another rant. Yeah, apparently I was in a ranty mood this day on Wednesday. Won't go into all of this. Here is some personal, I have some personal, journaling on the back of this. But I thought this was so funny. I personally think we develop language because of our deep need to complain, and that's by Lily Tomlin. Oh my gosh. She wrote this quote just for me, apparently. Yeah, because y'all know how much I like to complain. It's one of my, what's it called, hobbies? Anywho, I wanted to share this sweet little pocket with you, right? It is made from, obviously, music text, and it's like it's just a pocket. And I learned how to do it from a lady named Patricia Viramontes. I hope I pronounced that properly. I will leave her link below. I've been binge watching her YouTube channel because she has these awesome tutorials on how to make Excuse me. Boy, oh boy, Fred is active this morning. I'm so sorry. She has a lot of different tutorials on how to make all kinds of different pockets and embellishments and all that stuff from the innards of your books, right? I mean, for those of you who do junk journaling, right? And you use a repurposed book cover, like you repurpose a book by using its cover, but then you end up having all of these pages inside, right? And you want to do something with them. So she has got some awesome ideas on that. Okay. So I did want to show you that. So there's that on the Fauxbonichi front. Again, I'm behind as per usual. What else? Okay. So I did end up going to, and I'll show you these and talk about these. I went to Michael's because last Wednesday I was watching Jessica, sweet Jessica, on her, and I'll leave her link below, on her live stream. She does a live stream on Wednesday evenings and Sunday evenings, and I had the pleasure of catching her. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because her live streams start at my dinner time and they end right about the time I'm going to bed, which would be the time that I'm going, to watch YouTube. So sometimes I'm able to catch them and sometimes I'm not, and I just watch the replay. But she was doing crochet flowers. Okay, now obviously these are not crochet flowers, but what I enjoyed doing afterwards was making just these little discs, right? And they were super fun to make. So I had to go to Michael's the next day because they had this sugar and cream, and I've gotten this before, and these are cotton, okay? These are cotton and cotton yarn. And so I went and I got a whole bunch of different colors. I had this yellow and I have orange now, and I got some other things too. And then so I came home and I started doing some of these. Here I made like a little leaf. Let me see how I did that. I just did this on my own. I didn't follow a tutorial or anything, but I think I did like 6 chain stitches up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, sorry, 5. 5 chain stitches up. Then I did a single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and ended it. And it made a cute little leaf. Isn't that nice, right? And these can be used, like I could, once I weave these ends in, I could make myself a little flower, right, for a tag and, stick it on here like this with my stinky glue, right? Okay, so when I got home as well, something else. Let me see, because I have my crochet bag right here. Something else I purchased at Michael's were these. They're Susan Bates. I hope there's not a glare. Let me check. Yeah, these Susan Bates crochet hooks, right? Steel crochet hook set. And it was about anywhere between $10 and $15. I did have coupons, mind you. But they are super thin. And they are super sharp too. So don't leave these out where little hands can get to them, because they are, oh gosh, they could be a weapon, let me tell you. So what I did was I took probably the 1.25 millimeter one, and I used, where's my thing? Okay, I used this, right? This is crochet thread that I usually use for quilting, tying off quilting and stuff. This, let me see. This is how thin it is, and see, you compare it to a piece of regular yarn. This is like super duper thin, right? But if I want to, and I'm inclined to, I can use this to make lace or trims or whatever. I just have to learn how to do it first. But it's on the agenda, it's fun. So what I did was I did make one of these, which is just a circle. It's simply, and I learned it from, the very first part of Jessica Rapp's video. It's just, I think it's just a 6, you chain 6, and then you loop it around, do a slip stitch so you make your circle, and then within the circle you do 19 double crochets, okay? And that's what it comes out to. Now, my dear friend Brooke said, or asked me if I knew how to do the magic circle. So if you do the magic circle, you don't have that hole in the middle. I don't mind having the hole in the middle, and yeah, I do know how to do the magic circle. Not very well, mind you, but I don't mind having the circle. So what I ended up doing was I made a red one. Oh, let me see here. And that was out of the, whoops. Oh, I've attempted to try lace. So, which now it just looks like a squiggly mess. But anyway, this is crochet thread, right? And then, so this is, rather thick. And then where's the end of this? Where did it go? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, here's the end of this. See, so you can kind of see the difference, I think, between, it's like half as thick as this is. And I don't know the gauges at all because I don't have the wrappers, the original wrappers. So when I got home from my trip to Mike's, I made one of these circles. And again, it's a chain 6, make a loop with a slip stitch, and then 19 double crochets around. And then I thought, okay, what can I do with it? Well, since I had been making these cute little coin wrapper paperclip embellishments, I thought it would make a cute little embellishment for a tag, right? And then what I do to take care of the circle in the middle, which I don't really care about, but what I did to cover that up is I just stuck a button on there, right? And then this is like just a little thing from, it's a picture from a piece of scrapbook paper. That's it. I just cut it out and stuck it on there, put a little Tim Holtz, wordage, whatever on there. And that's what I did with that. With these things here, these little ones, these little crochet circles, I could easily make a whole mess of these and then dye them any color I wanted to, right? You can make these circles any size you want, bigger, smaller. You can continue with the circle around and you can make coasters, you can make flowers, which I attempted to do here by putting just a little like ruffle thing. It doesn't work out very well on a flower, I don't think, but anyway, that's what I've been doing with that. And then I did make a few more cat butt coasters over the weekend just for fun. And these two, I'm gonna have to make a third one because I don't like the way they came out. This one, for some reason, this side here looks as if it's missing an extra single crochet, but it's not. So I don't know what I did. I'm gonna have to, try it again and watch the video again. We'll see. Then this one here, what happened with this one? Oh yeah, the feet are not apart enough. Like I did something wrong with that one there. And then of course, in true Elizabeth fashion, I didn't realize my error until I had already tied it off and woven in my ends and all that. So anyhow, yeah, I gotta try to make another one of those and make it properly this time. What else did I find or do or have been doing? Yeah, I've been working on these things. Been working on my baby crochet blanket, which is still in the works. And what else did I get at Michael's? Nothing really. I got this kind of yarn also to make a cat butt. Let's see what else. I got this kind of yarn, which is a bit thinner, I must say. I'll have to use a smaller hook, but I'll use this to make a cat butt as well. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with those. And then I'd really like to maybe even with these colors, and I got some more too. I have some in my bag. I have purple and variegated orange and yeah, see, variegated like orange and brown. That would make a cute like little calico cat butt. But I can also use these brighter colors as well to make like coasters out of. I think that would be pretty. And maybe even do like a scalloped border around to make like a set of 4 coasters or something like that. I'm having so much fun crocheting, and I just, it's like the squirrels are everywhere, you know, they're running rampant. Because, yeah, I see something and I'm like, oh, I have to try that, you know? So I stop what I'm doing and I do something else, and then I have a bunch of works in progress. So, anyhow. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be finishing up my Fauxbonichi pages, hopefully. Hopefully I won't have to go to the ER. That would be nice. And then I'm also going to work on some of these book pages, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think I've rambled on long enough, and I thank you for your time and sticking it out, you know, with me. Always check below for the links that of people that I've mentioned in my videos, and yeah, just thanks for sharing your time with me, because I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you all real soon. Thanks. Bye.